Shalom, family. This is your girl Sade. I'm here this afternoon bringing you a couple of videos that I'd like to share with you. You've probably seen so many of them over on YouTube, TikTok, but there was some in particular that struck me, so I thought I'd just share it with you. So the videos is about again the immigration that's going on in Los Angeles, protesting and all, and how most of the Hispanic community is wondering why Black Afro Americans are not involved, or the majority. But that's why 92% of us is not involved, and for these very reasons, these videos that I was checking out, I'm going to share them with you. But I'm going to keep in mind that now I understand why only 92% of us is not involved, because of the attitude towards us. It's like we damn if we do and we damn if we don't. So, anyways, let's get to the videos. Like and share, and we'll see you on the next videos.
Look at this, man. This is why African Americans in California are not going to get themselves involved in this protest against ICE. If those African Americans and Mexican Americans are arrested and go to jail in California, the Mexican Americans' rules are there is no contact with Black people. They can't share food with us. They can't talk with us. They can't share cells with us. You understand me? Let that sink in. You ask us for our help and our support. But the fact is that if we got incarcerated together, your whole car, your whole nation, incarceration, will not mess with us because of the color of our skin, because we're African Americans. Yeah, no, we're going to pass on this one. And the next one and the one after that too.
You're one of the folks that is planning to or already made a video telling Black Americans why aren't they supporting at the protest right now. Stop it. Do better. Black Americans don't owe anybody nothing. Folks are pushing this narrative because they showed up during the BLM movement and now Black Americans need to step up for us. That's not how it works. We didn't show up to support for the sake of them getting us back in the future. We support causes like that because it's the right thing to do. Because humanity comes first. ¿Me entiendes? I even saw some folks leave comments like, Africans ran to Mexico to escape slavery in the US. What are you saying? The folks in Mexico that embraced the protected, those that were seeking safety, did it because it was the right thing to do. For you to act like people owe us something is crazy. Let me add a few more things. There are hella Black Americans supporting the protests right now. The right side of history, and they're doing it because it's the right thing to do, because humanity comes first. And also, just like the Latino community, they are not a monolith. Just like we have our colonizer pets, supported trompas, that are celebrating deportations, there are folks like that in every community as well, but they do not represent the entire community. But honestly, instead of pushing your energy asking people, why are they not here? Why are they not supporting us? Put that energy towards your conservative tío, tu primo cara de pato that voted for this, and hello energy in pushing politicians. Call them, email them, call them out on social media to advocate to do the right thing for humanity, to be on the right side of history. This is a big topic. I could talk so much more about this, but I'm going to stop right here. Familia, what did I miss? And if you agree with what I said, don't forget to follow.
Does it surprise you that California's largest racial bias cases are of Latino employees discriminating?
Honestly, I'm not even surprised, because there is a lot of anti-blackness that exists within the Latino community, and I already know there's going to be a lot of people that deny that, but it's a fact that it exists. And with the Latino identity being something that stems from colonization, you have to look at the history on how even the caste system was implemented, and at the bottom of the caste system, it was Africans. So a lot of people have internalized this as just the norm, where they don't even recognize how anti-black they are being in their actions and in their ideologies and beliefs. And I say it because my mom's a street vendor and she's been robbed many times. And I remember sharing it one time on Instagram, and a non-black Latino messaged me where he was like, oh, I bet they were black, huh? Like, their first concern wasn't even if my mom's okay, but it highlights how internalized it is within Latino and how many of them operate on confirmation bias. So many of them are very secretive about their anti-blackness, just waiting for a reason to be like, I told you, I knew it. It's always.
This Latina LAPD officer said, if you want to hurt Black Americans, hit them in the livers. Hit them in the liver. They got weak livers. Mind you, this is LAPD. And then she goes on with some more racial stereotypes, saying that black people drink grape soda and they eat watermelon in between basketball games. The audacity of this Latina with all the fruit stands that's throughout Southern California, especially LA. And these fruit stands are operated by undocumented Hispanics. They got watermelon heavy in those fruit stands. They have an additional 90 recordings they retrieved with more racial comments like this, even calling black people monkeys. For some strange reason, Hispanics are obsessed with calling black people chongas, monkeys. And to top it all off, they had an Asian sergeant that tried to cover up for them, Denny Jong. Over 50% of LA law enforcement is Hispanics, and not to mention they have deputy gangs, Hispanic deputy gangs that target black Americans. There should be a deep dive investigation. So in Los Angeles, these Mexicans try to crash a Juneteenth celebration with their own agenda. Check this out.
Yeah, it's a celebration. We don't go to Easter Lake. We don't go to Easter Lake and y'all do that stuff over there.
Hold on, let me deal with
Yeah, let's have respect though for our community. We don't go to Easter Lake and the Signal Mall where y'all have y'all celebrations. We don't go to.
And this happened at Leimert Park, a historic black American community, a hub for black American culture. This is where they did Moesha. They showed no respect towards the black men. The black woman had to step in to talk to them, and finally they listened to the Hispanic lady. But all in all, black American people could not go to like a East Los or Bell or Baldwin Park, any of those Hispanic areas, to push a black agenda, especially on a Hispanic Heritage Day, or if they was doing some form of a celebration. And they feel like they're entitled to enter a black space pushing their own agenda for Hispanics.
You know what's crazy to me, bro, is when they had the BLM protest, everybody was popping out. Every celebrity, YG, the Ball brothers, everybody was popping out. Where's that now? Where are the celebrities now? Where are they protesting now? Where are the teams now? Why is nobody speaking up? Even Kendrick Lamar made a song. Lil Baby made a song. But where's everybody now?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Where's J-Lo? Where's Bad Bunny? Where's Maluma? Where's Shakira? Talk to your own people. Because J-Lo was just up on the pulpit at the inauguration doing this.
Y justicia para todos. Let's get loud.
No matter what happens in this country, everyone under that POC umbrella always finds a way to put the focus back on black people. Obviously, we understand what's going on right now with the ICE raids that are going on in America and Los Angeles, to be specific. But there have been a lot of Latino people coming online asking about black celebrities and black people showing up and comparing this event to BLM. Now, don't get me wrong. We were home during the pandemic. People had no jobs. People weren't in the office. And yes, black people, black celebrities, black businessmen showed up for black people. Corporations and teams that had black people on them showed up for their black constituents and their black workers. As it currently stands as demographic, there are more Latinos in America than there are black people. And half of that population voted for what's going on right now. Speak to your own population. Stand up for yourself with each other. Talk internally about how you're so disjointed between the Central and South Americans and the Caribbean people in the East Coast. Talk to each other. Why are you looking for black people to put you guys on a pedestal and go fight for you when this is also your fight, primarily your fight? Black Lives Matter was our fight, but we speak up for ourselves. We also speak up for everyone, and we did it the most with our vote. And even though black people are saying this is not our fight, we're sitting this out, we're doing all these things like resting, there are several ways black people are showing up by not supporting Starbucks, by not supporting Target, by not supporting any company that put out DNI, by boycotting, by using our voice like I do. There's so many ways that black people still will always show up for ourselves in this country. And when we show up for ourselves, guess who benefits? Everyone else. Reach out to your fellow Asians. Reach out to your Middle Eastern Arab people. Reach out to the large Russian population that's in LA. The Armenians, the Persians. There's so many immigrant groups that live in this city, but you want to single out black people.
Avengers!
stuff like this is the reason why my people ain't marching for y'all. Listen closely.
Over equality.
Wait your turn. And to those young Raza or Raza who want to believe that, you better turn your TV, brother. You better turn your radio, man.
What do you think about these Black Lives Matter that they want to be paid for being, what is it, slaves and all that?
Reparation.
Are you talking about reparation? Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina. But it was It was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever's over there. I'm sure they'll try to do something out here in California. I think they already actually got a little board going that they're going to start looking into it.
That's when we, the Raza, need to step up, protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no, nobody getting reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first. We've been going through this crap a lot longer, so I don't want to hear it. Because it's not fair, dog. How are you going to give a bunch of money to a specific group? This is the United States, a melting pot. How are you going to give it to a specific group?
Because right now they've got the white people with so much guilt. It was.
I'm doing a Dear Black People series from a Latino because there's a lot of quiet stuff that needs to be said out loud about Latinos concerning blackness. So I'm gonna break this up into different little parts, just to keep it short. But the most important thing that I need black people to understand is that the level of retardation that Latinos have going on in their own community definitely outmatches yours in the way that, yes, Latino culture is racist by nature. And so it's not just a racism thing against you, it's a racism against ourselves, and we do ourselves worse than we do y'all. It's like this. I want you to imagine that in your community, light skins actually made an actual effort to keep dark skins down on purpose.
I live in Texas, right? And you know what? I'm just like, all the stuff that's going on, I just sit back and smile because I saw this. I just want you to know that almost all of Texas blacks, a good percentage, we voted against it because I live in Texas. I saw what was happening. I knew what was coming. Let me tell you, here in Texas, the amount of racism I've ever even come close to experiencing from Mexicans, from Spanish people. When I was a dancer, when I was a stripper, every time I would go to the club, the way that the clubs were so racist, there was a time I went to a club out in Texas, what the fuck is it called? Damn. If I'm lying, there's strippers who will be in here. And the club told me that, oh, they don't hire girls like me. This is a club full of a bunch of, I would say, illegals, because I'm sure none of them spoke English. None of them spoke English, which I low-key think they was trapping out of there. They was pimping them girls out of there. And they said, oh, they don't take girls like us. We should go down to the club down the street, the black club. I just laugh because, let me tell you, karma is beautiful. Karma is beautiful. And you know what's funny? I went by that club a couple days ago. It's empty. It's empty. It's empty. Even though the racism applied to me, I still voted against all this shit. I voted against it. And guess what they did? Voted to hurt me.
Okay. Oh, family. I hope you enjoyed these little clips. Again, leave your remarks in the comment section. But I did want to mention something before we go. That clip with the three gentlemen at the table and the title, Let's Talk, that burned me. To hear them say that basically we don't deserve any reparation, but they deserve more reparation than we do. And not only, but the biggest thing was, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say, it's crazy. He had the nerves to say, let's protest. Not just protest, but a large protest. So they want us to get out there and protest for them, to help them. I'm not saying all of them, but the mentality is like they all want to use us, basically. They want to use us. So my thing is, you treat others like you want to be treated. So we deserve reparation just as much as you feel like you deserve reparation. I'm going to leave it at that. I'll say shalom and see you in the next video.